Here we go. So we're going to look at these three. Smoked salmon and curry appetizer with some caper yogurt. Super easy to make. The important thing about all of these recipes is that you can make them ahead of time. Now, some of them you can freeze. The last two, all but the smoked salmon, you can freeze and then whip up the topping or the dip and serve that last minute. But the smoked salmon and cucumber appetizer can be made up to 3 days ahead. So you could get them all plated up, put them in the refrigerator, and there they are just to take out whenever you're ready. So we have that. And then this whole idea of curry puffs. And who knew that there were so many takes on curry puffs? Anybody ever eat a curry puff or know what a curry puff is? Okay, well, you're in for a treat. And I think that the video that I have for this is really a good one. And I'll send you the video, and I will also send you the recipe that I made so that you have some options. And I've also found, but did not test, a vegan take on curry puffs. Based on what I know from what I did with the ones that I made, I have a pretty good idea that they're going to be very delicious. So I didn't hesitate to put those out there as a recipe to try, especially since I know Karen will want to do that. Is there anybody else here that's vegan today?
Me.
Who said, Amy? Oh, Amy, yes, of course.
Yep.
So yep, the two of you can check out these vegan takes on curry puffs. And Michelle, what happened to you? You are upside down. Are you hanging from the ceiling? Oh, now you're side. There you are. There you are.
I'm on my cell phone. I guess my tablet's not strong enough. Your picture didn't come through. You were saying you were seeing me on the camera, and all I had was a black screen. So I put you on my cell phone, but on my cell phone, I can't see me. So I don't know what I look like.
Okay, well, now you're right. Now you're right side up and you look fabulous, darling. So
all right, thank you. I'll go back to mute.
All right, and hi to those of you who came in a little bit later after I said hello. Hi, Linda, Karen.
Hi.
And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just, I think, go right off of this. I don't have very many slides today because it's all going to be about the recipes, but I also think that this is a really good time for us to share all of our favorite recipes, because who doesn't need more around the holiday time? So when we get through with these recipes, let's just talk for a few minutes about the ones that you really enjoy making and that whip up quickly and maybe in advance of your gathering so that we can add those to our repertoire. So I'll stop my share. And you should be able to see me large screen, right? Got me? All right, we're going to start with these smoked salmon bites. Now, probably my most favorite appetizer to put together, because it's very stunning, is a smoked fish plate with a lot of different things to pick at, different smoked fishes and so on. And maybe one of these days I'll do one of those too. But for today, we're just going to do something that I think is sort of reminiscent of it or evokes that same feeling, but is much easier and a little bit lighter too. And of course, it all begins with some cucumbers. And on top of the cucumbers, we're going to put a dip, and it's going to be a cucumber, dill, and caper dip. And we're going to top that with some smoked salmon. So you can buy that in the small 4-ounce packs. The recipe that I'm going to give you calls for a 4-ounce pack, and I believe it makes 24 rounds of cucumber rounds. This cucumber was really it's an English cucumber, so it's very small, very bite size. And of course, we finish it off with a little bit of dill. So
who makes the smoked salmon? Who makes the smoked? Yeah.
Wow,
it comes in a package?
Yes, let me see if I can get a picture so I can show you what it will look like.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Okay, so you can buy it in very small packages, or you can buy it in larger piece that you might get at some place like Costco, but lots of times you
Oh, that's probably too much.
don't want so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can also buy, now these are the very thin, very thin fillet. This is what is this what we would call lox?
Oh,
So
okay.
what do lox look like, Heath?
Well, it looks a lot like that, but I think that it's a different kind of smoking. Like one of them is hot and one of them is cold. And lox
Okay.
itself, there's two kinds of lox. And in general, they both tend to be a lot saltier than the typical smoked salmon, what's just called smoked salmon. But it
Okay.
is smoked.
So one of these days we'll have to talk more about lox so we understand that and do some recipes with that. I'm going to just share my screen so you can see some packages of smoked salmon and what you might want to look for. Like I said, this is what I showed you are the thin fillets. So you might find it in a packet that looks like this. This one looks like it has lots of different herb crusts on it. Looking for the one, or you'll see it in something like this, a package like this, and you'll find it in your not frozen, but refrigerated section of your fish aisle or your fish area. And
Where do you
like
get yours?
I
Deb?
get mine, every store, here's a typical thing that you might find.
Costco has it. Costco has it also.
Costco has it.
big.
Any of my grocery stores have it. Whole Foods has it. And if you just look in that, if you've never really gone to that fresh part of the section of grocery store, if you've never really had cause to look for it, you probably just looked past it because
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah.
Be there. The other kinds of smoked fish that you can get, of course, are the bigger fillets, which you don't want for this recipe. You want something thin filleted like this. But on my smoked fish board, I would do a fillet like this, and I might also do some of these and just a different arrangement, and maybe use some smoked trout and so on. So that is smoked fish, and just checking to see whether we have. And I see, thank you, Heath, for welcoming Emma. Emma, thank you for being here today. I got right into it. I'm so excited about hors d'oeuvres. So we're really glad to have Emma here. Thank you. And I know that she's going to keep us on the straight and narrow here, right, Emma? She's going to make sure that our audio and video are all working well. Okay. Among others, of course. So
That's our TA today.
that's our TA. Emma is our TA today. So 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Emma.
Emma.